Thank you for joining us. This is Adrienne Green with KBS Media, and we are doing a live Q&A with the leadership team from Pathway Academy here in Big Spring. So we'll go, and our community partner from Howard College. So we'll go around the room and introduce themselves. So introduce yourself and tell us your role and a little bit about you.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Ladies first, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Dee Lindsey. I'm the Dean of Workforce Development at Howard College.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Did not it.
Okay. Tommy Moore. I'm the CFO with Pathway Academy.
And my name is Dr. Thaddeus McAllister, and I'm the superintendent at Pathway Academy. So, thank you guys for joining us. We're really excited to get into the nitty-gritty of what we're offering at Pathway. Today's special, we're going to really start talking about, we'll go over like a light overview over what is Pathway, and then some of the things you can expect from us. And then Dee's coming to talk to us about our partnership with Howard College, which I'm super excited about. So we'll leave it up to Adrienne to start some questions.
All right. So, Dr. McAllister, so for anybody who is unfamiliar with Pathway Academy, give us a brief overview of what is Pathway Academy and what kind of things can it offer the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pathway Academy is a public, free, open enrollment charter school that's going to be serving grades 7, 8, and 9 starting next year, August 2025. Now, at its complete enrollment, it will serve students 7th through 12th. So our students that enroll with us in year 1 will actually graduate with us. And what you can expect from Pathway is a place where students become and reach their full potential. Now, we do that through various ways. We do that through a rigorous curriculum with strong supports, but we also do that through our Relevant Real World program, which combines core curriculum and opportunities for students to practice what they want to be when they get older and actually do the work every day when they're at school. And so that's a little bit about Pathway, and welcome any other questions.
All right. And those of y'all that are watching with us here on Facebook Live, if you have any questions, please type those out in the comments and I will read those aloud. So also, what students or what grades does this cater to at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start with grades 7, 8, and 9. The biggest thing about the grade levels to know is that we did cap our enrollment at 50 students per grade. And we did that because we want a small school feel, but we also want to be a pilot program so that other schools can come watch and learn and see what we're doing. All of our procedures and policies are based on the latest research. We integrate technology like virtual reality. We integrate technology by way of partnering with different educational institutions and also different places that work, career fields. We also use just regular note-taking skills. And so we have a well-rounded curriculum. We only offer state-approved curriculums, and we have some of the best teachers in the area that are coming to join Pathway. We won't say their names quite yet because it's not time. But just know that we've got people with masters in curriculum instruction who's going to be teaching classes, people with doctorates in special education, teachers that have been teaching for 15, 20 years, and also some brand new teachers. So really excited about the opportunity that Pathway is going to afford students in this area.
Awesome. Along with those teachers and staff, will there be special education department for those in need?
Yeah, absolutely. So our ratio for all students are 1 teacher to 12 students, 12 to 15 students, but our ratio for special education students is projected to be 1 to 6. And so we know that population of students is most vulnerable, and so we want to make sure that we're providing an environment so that they can come and thrive and not just come and go through the motions.
Okay. And where will Pathway be located?
Great question. So we were gifted a building. However, the building requires some significant renovations. We're going through some grant processes to get that up and running. But until the building is up and running, our home will be at Cornerstone Covenant Church. They've been so gracious, and so shout out to the Cornerstone family for helping us out and giving us a place to call home until our renovations are done. We appreciate you.
Because it's in a church, does that mean that it's going to be religious affiliated?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the questions we get a lot, and because we take public tax dollars, we cannot say that, and we cannot teach religious materials. So I am a leader at Cornerstone Covenant Church, and I do have a faith. However, we want to impress that upon the kids.
Okay. And with currently with Big Spring ISD, this past year they were able to offer free school supplies for the kids, and they do have the free lunch program. What would that look like for Pathway students?
Yeah, absolutely. So whenever you come to Pathway, you definitely just bring yourself and your will to learn. We're definitely going to make sure that kids have everything they need to learn. As far as free and reduced lunch, we can't offer it school-wide yet because we don't know what percentage of students will need free and reduced lunch. That number is about 80%. So as students start to enroll, we'll be able to tell you more about that. But if you've already qualified for free and reduced lunch at your local traditional institution, you'll also qualify at Pathway as well.
All right. Megan Lopez joins us and asks, do you have scholarships, and what are the ages for your academy?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a free public open enrollment, Megan. So just bring your kiddo. You don't actually even need a scholarship. It's completely free. It is we like to tell people it's a private school education for public education dollar. So you don't need any money to come here. But what was the second part of Megan's question?
What are the ages for the academy?
And then ages next year will start with grades 7, 8, and 9. So if you have or know a 6th grader now, a 7th grader now, or an 8th grader now, they are eligible to come. And all you'll need to do is fill out the intent to enroll form. You can find that on our Facebook. It's Pathway Academy. You just search that. You can search my name, Rashad McAllister, and I'm linked to that as well. But just fill out that intent to enroll, and then Tommy will reach out to you ASAP.
All right. And for those who have already filled out their intent to enroll, what kind of activities or what kind of things do y'all have coming up for them?
Tag.
Ahmed, I guess. So this weekend we actually have a mixer at Skateland. So, thank you to the staff at Skateland for allowing us to throw our first student event. If you've already filled out your intent to enroll, you're more than welcome to come. We're going to skate. We're going to have some speakers come out and speak to the kids, and we're going to have a great time.
Awesome. And do y'all have any open positions as far as staff goes with Pathway Academy at the moment?
Absolutely. Pretty much everything is open. If you're interested, go to our website, go to our Facebook, let us know, and we will most definitely get in contact with you and set up an interview and go from there.
All right. And what kind of benefits are involved in coming to Pathway?
Okay.
We just finalized our benefits hub today. And so if you're interested, please message us for some information. We'll send you the information right to our benefits hub. And you can take a look at all the medical that we offer. We do offer a full suite of medical, dental, vision, all that good stuff. So we have a choice between a PPO. It's a really good quality PPO, and then an HMO. And if you are a teacher and you're interested and you're a high-flying teacher, please put some pressure on my school board and school board president, Mr. Joel De La Garza, to come up with some kind of way to support you guys in paying a percentage of your medical. I'm just kidding about having to pressure them to do that. We're actually going to talk about that pretty soon, but Pathway will pay a percentage that goes towards your medical as well.
If teachers are already getting TIA funding, which is teacher incentive allotments, will that still continue at Pathway?
Absolutely. We've had a couple teacher incentive allotment teachers, high fly master teachers that have already reached out to us. And we've made the commitment that if you have already acquired that stipend and that designation, that we are going to honor that stipend as well. And so you will still receive your stipend in the spring just like you would have if you would have stayed wherever you are. And then now, of course, the percentage may look a little different because we serve little different kids, but we're going to make sure that it's right for you. And after that, if you haven't received the designation but want to, we're going to start the designation process as soon as we open up. So that is one of our top priorities.
All right. And right now, I guess we will take it over to our community partner, Ms. Dee Lindsey with Howard College. So, Dee, what made y'all want to get involved in this as a community partner with Pathway?
Well, we were excited when Dr. McAllister approached Dr. Burgett at the college about the academy and how we could work together. A lot of the details are still in the works of figuring out what classes we can offer for students and things like that. But our education partnerships with all the local school districts, whether they're private, homeschool, or public, are open for educational opportunities for students to take dual credit classes with the college. So we're always excited to offer those opportunities to our students. Our mission statement and value statement at the college is for learning, for earning, for life. And so that life starts in dual credit education-wise with the college. And so we like to continue that on up throughout their entire lifespan. So it's not just young students, it's also students that come back later on in life and want to be retrained or upskilled to obtain educational opportunities and advancements in their career.
Awesome. And how do you see this partnership aligning with you already answered that. Never mind.
I looked at the questions before. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That was like 3 in 1. For those of you that are joining us, we are here with the Pathway Academy leadership team. Dr. Thaddeus McAllister over here, and Mr. Tommy Moore, CFO, and Ms. Dee Lindsey from Howard College Community Partners. So if y'all have any questions for this Q&A Facebook Live, please fire them away in the comment section. I'll read them and we'll get some answers. So if you got questions, we got answers. We're here to help. Also, so moving on in questions for Dee, what specific opportunities will be available for Pathway Academy students through this collaboration?
As with regular public school and some of the homeschool students that we have right now, so we partner and provide a dual credit partnership where students can work towards degree programs, whether that be in career technical education or it be for an associate's transferable degree for a 4-year institution where they want to go later on in life. So we look forward to providing general ed classes, your English, your math, your sciences, but also those that don't want to go towards a traditional degree plan can also come and provide training for HVAC, welding. We are looking into, we've got criminal justice on our campus, business, information technology. So there's lots of opportunities for people to obtain career training to help them later whenever they're able to get a job.
I think that's also like some CNA and medical stuff. Right?
Yes, we absolutely do. That's not my wheelhouse, but we do offer allied health and dental hygiene programs through our career technical education. So we have lots of programs that students can get a job, a good paying job, and stay right here in our community.
So will Pathway Academy students have access to mentors or advisors from Howard College that will guide them through the college application process, if that's something they want to do here locally?
Absolutely. We do that with all of our school partnerships. Right now we have dual credit advisors that meet with students. We do a career assessment with those students to determine, what is their likelihood of a career path. And we want to get them on that career path as soon as possible so they can start taking courses towards their program of choice. And then we guide them along the process if they change their mind and decide to go for a different career. But we want to find that career choice that fits them the best. So we have a great resource on our website. It's called the MC Career Assessment. It's EMSI. It's on our website underneath Come to Howard College. And you can take that career assessment. It's either 6 questions or 60 questions, but it really focuses in on what your strengths are and where you're going to be most successful. It also gives them a great tool to explore that career choice a little bit further, because you can say, okay, I want to go to business, but there's so many different positions available in business, so we want to be able to filter that down to that student where they know exactly what they want to do. We also offer a first-time learning experience for students to make them successful, so they explore those career choices a little bit further on with that course that they're going to take their first year with a lot of classes, and filter in and research what it is that they're going to be doing, how much they're going to make, where they have to go to school at, what degree they have to obtain, what certifications they have to take, how long of a time that's going to take for them to get to that. And so we like to really dive in with those students so they know exactly where they're going, how they're going to do it, and how they're going to get there.
All right. Well, those are all the questions that I have for Howard College right now. And again, if y'all are watching, if you have any questions for Dee or for Dr. McAllister or Tommy, please let us know. Put them in the comments there, and we will read them, and we will get answers for your questions. So going back to our Pathway Academy leadership team, what is a common question that y'all get that we have not talked about yet?
And I think, why is Pathway different? And why should I bring my kid to Pathway? I'm so sorry. So one of the things that will not happen at Pathway Academy is a student is never going to graduate and say, I don't know what to do with my life. At our school, we have a perfect marriage between the skills that the state wants you to learn and whatever career field that your student wants to go into. And so we've made it our mission to be able to find a mentor in whatever field that your student wants to go into. And if they don't know what field they want to go into, we'll definitely utilize some of those career assessments or interest assessments, just like the MCHAT. Is that right?
MC.
EMSI.
MC.
EMSI. To make sure that you find a way. So you don't have to come to us already knowing. We definitely have things in place so that we can figure out what your interests are. But the real reason why you want to bring your kid to Pathway is to set them up to become the best version of themselves that they could possibly be. Everything that we do is geared to student interests. We have a high bar for excellence, and we're going to support kids to get in there.
So to piggyback off of that, the readiness for the real world. I was that kid. I had no clue what I was going to do. I used to say, when my friends would ask me if I was going to go to college, I would say, I'm not going to waste their time or mine. So it is very important, and the mission and the goal of that, because I've been there, is huge for us at Pathway. And Dee, I had a question. We're partnering with you guys in first year. We're doing 7th, 8th, and 9th. So our 7th, 8th, and 9th graders can already use the college as a resource to try and figure out what they want to be, right?
Oh yeah, that career assessment is open to anybody out in the community to access it at any time. It's on our website. It's a resource that anybody can answer questions. You can even go back and answer the questions later on and make sure it's accurate. I took the 6th question. It doesn't ask very technical stuff. It's like, do you feel comfortable making a cabinet? Is that something you would find interesting? And so it asks questions that are pertinent to what your interests are and guides you into a career path. So whenever you get to college, you don't change your mind and say, oh, well, maybe that's not really what I wanted to do. A lot of people think, oh, I want to go into nursing, but they don't like the sight of blood. So, it's things like that where it's like you really want to focus in on, do you really want to do that? Let's think about it. And you need to research it a little bit more to determine if that's going to fit your personality as well.
So it's not a pass or fail test, so I might go take it. So.
No, take it, and then retake it later on in life. And the 3 careers that I've had showed up, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I wish I would have taken that, 20, 30 years ago when I first got started too. So it's pretty accurate.
I've been begging my daughters to go into the medical field, so if you're watching and the blood is the reason why you don't want to be a nurse or a nurse practitioner. You can be a telehealth medical person. You don't even have to touch the stuff. Just go be a nurse.
Nice.
There's lots of career choices and jobs available in healthcare where you don't even have to touch patients.
There you go. See, look at that. Now you should like patients though.
Yes, you should like people or animals. There's always, veterinary technology, which we are, we're going to be starting here in the fall.
Oh, very cool.
So we're really excited to get that program.
And so at Pathway, what we want students to know is that whatever you're interested in is what we're going to make happen for you. Our classes, even down to the dual credit or the CTE classes that you decide to take, are geared on based off of your interest in what you want to be. Our curriculum, the way our lesson cycle is set up, is so that students learn and master generalized skills, but right away you're asked to apply that to whatever it is that you want to be whenever you get older. And we in our discussion with lots of local business owners, some of the things that they've told us is that we noticed that kids aren't graduating with the particular professionalism skills that we want them to have. For example, showing up on time, being coachable, being able to take criticism, being able to connect with people, whether it's patients or if we're in the restaurant business. So what we've decided to do is to place a specialized value on making sure that students can do that. And so we're going to launch a competency-based system that tells parents where students are in gaining these professionalism skills, but also what they explicitly need to do to grow in those areas. And so then we are actually going to launch tutoring based on those skills. So this isn't a place where you come, learn what you need to learn for a test, take a test, and then you never use it again. We are placing value on the things that's going to make you successful as a person. At Pathway, we want to make sure that student graduates graduate well-connected, influential. If you come to Pathway, you will definitely learn how to make connections to yourself and to your career field. Make connections to your career field and to other people. But then you'll also learn the listening skills and the art of persuasion to be influential. So those are skills that you'll need every day besides just the math, reading, science, and social studies.
All right. What is a common misconception that you've heard about Pathway Academy?
I know we're thinking the same thing. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Let me write it down and then he'll say it. Can I write it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't look.
I'll look. I know what it's gonna be.
Don't look. No peeking. No peeking.
Okay.
All right.
No cheating.
Okay. So tell us what is the common misconception that you've heard about Pathway Academy?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. That Pathway is for the bad kids.
Oh, I didn't write that.
Oh.
I wrote
How
how
much
much
does
does
it
it
cost?
cost?
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
I think that's-
But those are two of the
1
misconceptions.
and 1A.
Absolutely.
I think
definitely.
because that was actually where I was leading into this was
Okay.
because
Right.
Absolutely.
I think the way that I've heard Pathway described is it's an alternative to traditional schooling. Like alternative, does that mean this is for
Right.
the kids that go to the alternative schooling? And so just let's break some myths there.
We gotta break it down.
Absolutely.
Pathway Academy is for any student of any background, culture, religion, race. We are not pigeonholing ourselves into who we are going to cater to. Now, if there are kids who have those struggles, we're going to accept them too. But we don't want to be bogged down by that perception. We will take any kid from any sort of background. We want to help everyone. So that's one thing that I've heard constantly, along with, how much does it cost? But yes, absolutely. We do not want there to be any sort of misconception of who we are going to serve and why we feel like we need to serve them. We will go anywhere to anybody. If you can't make it out to a student recruitment, we'll go to you. If you have questions, please ask, email, tell a friend that knows us, whatever the case may be. but we're here to help the entire community as a whole.
Awesome. And with that being said, I think we have a few more minutes here. We have like 5 more minutes on this Facebook Live.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So, what about athletics?
Pass. That's for the
Y'all
next
asked me
slide.
the hard questions.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
ask y'all.
Give a
the hard
teaser.
I'll
Give a
answer
teaser
that.
answer.
I'll answer that one. One of the common misconceptions about charter schools is that they don't offer a holistic educational program. So that means that there's not an arts or there's not sports. That can be further from the truth. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. We are going to do whatever the student is interested in. So right now, we thought we had a particular demographic of student that was coming to Pathway, and so we had certain things lined up for those students. Once we opened our application, we started getting kids from all over the community, even kids as far as Sea-City that are putting in applications saying, hey, we want to come to Pathway. And so we've kind of had to reevaluate our strategy. And so our board is actually meeting to discuss those things and where we're going to allocate funds in regards to sports. I do believe that I will have some great news in regards to sports pretty soon, but we are not to where I can answer that question right now, Dee. So thank you for asking the hard question. But and I hate to give a political answer, but the truth is that the kids in this community mean so much to me that I wouldn't do anything to hinder their chances at having everything they want. And so I want to make sure that we do it the right way before I even give a teaser answer.
All right. Well, that is close to the end of our Facebook Live. We have 3 minutes left, so we'll go around the room. You know, Saturday was World Teacher Day. So in honor of World Teacher Day that we were not Facebook Live for, let's tell us who the teacher that you came across that made a difference in your life and how they did that.
So I spoke about a teacher, I think the first live that we did. So I'm going to talk about Coach Coach E.C. Robertson.
Ooh.
I mean, if you knew Coach, he was very, very tough, but he was very, very fair. He taught me a lot of discipline because I was not ready. But he had a huge impact on me, and you know, was one of the reasons why I wanted to coach, and one of the reasons why I do coach, and I love it. And so, you know, Dee asked about sports, and yes, that's something that we're very passionate about, Thaddeus and myself, and how coaching can impact the lives of the people that you coach, the kids that you coach. And so very, very important to me. So Coach E.C. Robinson was incredible.
All right. Dee, who is your teacher?
Well, I was a 95 grad of Big Spring High, so that kind of speaks my age. But and I had 2 really influential teachers. Mr. Cunningham, who was my math teacher. Not a lot of people give credit to their math teachers, but incredible mentor, and walked right beside me and really sparked my interest in math, and kind of really just took me in and said, Dee, you can do this, and made me feel like, hey, you know what, math isn't so hard. So he really inspired me to have a love for numbers. And then my second person, because they're equal to me, is Miss Walker. She was my business instructor, and so she taught me all about how to be professional, and took me to competitions. And so still to this day, I hear her voice in the back of my head, whether I'm plugging in something into the wall or typing a document, to be professional at all times. And so those were my 2 great teachers.
All right. Thaddeus?
Can I name 5?
No.
10?
I said 2, so you got to do 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 is perfect. 3 is perfect. Staying in accordance with the math teacher. I had a math teacher at Big Spring High School named Mr. Smith. So shout out Mr. Smith. I know he's still there teaching, I believe. Man, he was just, he didn't give up on me, and I wasn't the best in his class, but he showed real patience. He was soft-spoken, he was gentle, and I can't remember I can do math, I love math actually, so he taught me a lot, but the biggest thing that I remember is his patience with me, and so I appreciate that, Mr. Smith, and I hope those kids ain't worn out your patience yet. The second one, she is an assistant principal at Big Spring High School now, and that's Miss Bancroft. And I was going through some tough times whenever I was in her class, and she was another one that just really took care of me as a person. She told me she believed in me. I'll never forget when I wrote a 4 on my essay. She was so excited, and I asked her, "What's a 4?" And then the last one was also an English teacher, and then her name was Miss Wright. Now her name is Miss Grigg. And so and just another one who just really stayed honest, who showed a passion for teaching us and made us want to go to her class. And so I've been blessed. The first time I talked about Miss Hall, my 4th grade teacher, I had her again in the 8th grade, and she just loved on me. I think that's when I think about the course of my teachers, I really don't remember curriculum. I remember how they made me feel as a person. And so I hope we want kids are going to learn at Pathway, but this is going to be a place where kids feel welcome and where parents feel heard. And so we're excited to serve the community.
Awesome. And that is the end of our Facebook Live. So thank you for joining us. And we'll have this Facebook Live continue to be posted on the KBS Media Facebook page. And you can also find it shared to the Pathway Academy Facebook page. So thank you guys for joining us. And that's it for today.